Passage 6. Listen to part of a conversation at a job interview. Job interview. Hi, Beth. You applied for a position in food services?
Yes, I need some extra money.
That's fine. Most students do.
Well, I need to spend some time working, but I am hoping you have some part-time work that I won't have to commit to for all school year.
Yes, there are different types of work in food service, but why don't you want to work for the whole school year?
Well, I might, but my grades are important and I don't want to work too many extra hours and not be able to keep my grades up.
Of course. Why don't I find out some information from you and then I can talk to you about possible openings?
Sure, that's fine.
Have you ever worked in food services before? A restaurant or food kiosk?
Well, yeah. I guess you would call what I did working in food services. I worked selling soft drinks and sandwiches during a festival in my hometown last summer.
Sure, that is part of food services and may even be similar to something you could do here at the university. Do you have time to work on weekends?
Yes, but I would only like to work one day of the weekend.
Well, you know that fall is football time on our campus. The games bring thousands of people to our campus and to the stadium. We have concession stands inside the stadium, and this type of work might be something you would be interested in.
Yeah, that might just be what I'm looking for.
If you were to work concessions, you would need to be at the stadium about 3 hours before a game. Even though the crowds don't start coming until about an hour before the game, you would need to set up the inventory and get ready to sell. You would probably need to start making popcorn and get the hot dogs into the cooker. Also start the cheese melting for the nachos and ice down the bottled water. Then you would need to stay at the concession stand during the game and probably for about an hour after the game to make final sales and to clean up.
So, what you are saying is that I would be working one day each weekend during the football season and that I would be working about 7 or 8 hours each game?
Yes, and you would only be working with food. Another person in the booth would handle all the payments and money. You do need a cheerful disposition because you will be working around people. You always need to be friendly and helpful.
Well, I like people, and I like to keep busy on the weekends. I would lose a day of studying, though, but then I would still have part of the morning to study, or the evening if the games were in the afternoon. Or I could just better use my time on Sunday. The hours would be about the right number, but if I could limit my work time to one afternoon or evening a week, I would like to think about working throughout the year. If I like the job, would I be able to continue in the winter during basketball games and during spring sporting events?
Of course, if you are a good employee and want to continue to work campus events throughout the year, there would be opportunities to do so. If you are interested, then you could start this Saturday at the first game of the season.
I think I would like to try it.
Great. I will give you these tax and health forms which need to be filled out. I will tentatively put you on the work list for Saturday. You will need to get all the paperwork back to me by tomorrow, though. Thanks for stopping by, Beth. I am glad we could find some work for you. I think you will enjoy it, and it will give you a little extra cash.
Now get ready to answer the questions. You may use your notes to help you answer.
Number 30. What does the student need from the food services manager? Number 31. What does the manager imply about food services? Number 32. What is an example the manager gives the student of the kind of work which might be available? Number 33. How long will the student work during football season?
Listen again to part of the conversation, then answer the question.
And you would only be working with food. Another person in the booth would handle all the payments and money. You do need a cheerful disposition because you will be working around people.
Number 34. What does the manager mean when he says this?
And you would only be working with food.
This is the end of pre-actual IBT TOEFL.